right here is my fluid mosaic model made from home. First thing, we got the hydrophobic tails and the hydrophilic heads of the phospholipid bilayer. And then this bilayer is selectively permeable, which means that only some things can get through. So as you can see, embedded along this membrane, there are a couple kidney beans or cholesterol. And the role of the cholesterol is to pack the tails more tightly or loosely, and this makes the membrane more or less permeable, allowing more stuff in or less stuff. There we go. Attached on the outside, you can see we have a glycolipid right here, and that is a carbohydrate chain that's attached to a lipid. And there's a glycoprotein. This thing's kind of in the way, but that's a glycoprotein. It's a carbohydrate chain attached to a protein on the outside of the membrane. They both have different roles, but the names separate them. One of them is glycoprotein, lipid, just depends on what they attach to. Moving along, we got an aquaporin right here. This is what's called a channel protein, and it only allows water to get through. I believe aquaporin allows some other very small molecules, but for the most part, it's just water. Got another channel protein here. Unspecified, it could be anything. There's an integral protein right here. Got a peripheral protein on the top right. Also, these transmembrane proteins right here, they're what's called amphipathic, which means that they're not hydrophilic or hydrophobic. And that's how they get the proteins through. The proteins do a lot of stuff for the cell, but I'd say the main things are moving ions across the membrane, interacting with other cells, and just signaling to other cells. When it comes to temperature in the cell, the hotter it is, the more permeable the cell is. And vice versa, the colder it is, the less permeable the cell is. So if it's hotter out, more stuff is allowed to get through the cell membrane. And as far as saturation goes, if these tails are a little bit shorter, then the membrane is going to be a little bit less saturated. But if these tails are longer and more tightly packed, it's going to be more saturated. And that has to do with the tail length and also how much cholesterol. The more cholesterol, the more saturated the cell is going to be, allowing less stuff in. All right, I think that's that.